Black mass, man, it's time to rob. I had to find a way, I couldn't find a job. Couldn't find a prayer, couldn't find a God. Couldn't find a prayer, couldn't find a God. Black mass, man, it's time to rob. I had to find a way, I couldn't find a job. Couldn't find a prayer, couldn't find a God. Couldn't find a prayer, couldn't find a God.
I woke up, then I logged in to that Urban X where they be flexing with that blog in. Put it down, cause my little homie called in. Had to bail him out, he in trouble with the law again. Black skin can't win in the white world. Seen a brother kill his own kid for that white girl. We ain't wanna go to school, but we had to. Every February it was scary in them classrooms. Shimmy y'all, shimmy yay. Old dirty bastards can't own dirty slaves, so they own dirty masters. Black Dot found a pot as a youngin', broke it down for his son, and now he serve it to the masses.
Black mass, man, it's time to rob. I had to find a way, I couldn't find a job. Couldn't find a prayer, couldn't find a God. Couldn't find a prayer, couldn't find a God. Black mass, man, it's time to rob. I had to find a way, I couldn't find a job. Couldn't find a prayer, couldn't find a God. Couldn't find a prayer, couldn't find a God.
Urban excellence, a product of my residence. From 4 to 44, Obama was the president. I told mama I ain't tryna go to church. I'm like Adam, every Adam is a product of the dirt. And I've been reaping what he sowed. I got the product, got the dirt. And I can teach you what I know, but then you gotta put in work. You in trouble if you waiting on the government. I told my bro I make it out the hood, and that's a covenant.
Peace. Welcome back to another episode of the Urban X Podcast. Thank you guys for joining us. I'm Malcolm. This is the Black Dot. We're here with you.
In the building. Number one father and son podcast.
On the planet.
On the planet.
Heard.
Again, we appreciate your presence here.
Yes, if you're live right now, we appreciate you. And if you're listening right now in your car, going to work or at work, we appreciate you too.
We appreciate our listeners, you know what I'm saying, driving through the city and giving us your attention. Because it's very important that we have that.
So for our live people, let's see who we got in the building. We got Atlanta in the building. I see Michigan in the building. Who else? I got an email.
Cleveland in the building.
I got an email saying we pronounce Illinois wrong. It's Illinois, not Illinois.
Illinois,
my bad.
Illinois, all right,
Texas,
all right.
Compton, shouts out. Okay.
Shout, be more, that's right, in the building.
Wakefield, Bama, oh, yeah, y'all took the L.
Oh, yeah, y'all took that L.
Yeah, I'm glad I didn't bet. You know, sports betting is legal right now in New York City.
Yeah.
I'm glad I didn't do it.
Yeah, they were hungrier.
Yeah.
That's all it was. They wanted that.
And Alabama was hurt everywhere, but...
Yeah, number one wide receiver. Yeah. Not to make excuses.
Yeah, but yeah.
Just saying.
Shouts out to Georgia.
Yeah, shouts out to Georgia.
Indianapolis, Naptown.
And Georgia's up right now. The Braves win the World Series.
That happened.
Atlanta went to the Eastern Conference Finals.
That did happen. Yeah, they doing
all right. So, you know, you know, GA is up right now.
Shouts out Kingston, Jamaica. Shouts out to JA, man. Thank you guys for joining us, man. We appreciate you. How was your week? It's this last show of the week.
Week is always great. I'm happy to be alive. It's a great time to be alive. Don't let these devils out here fool you, making you think the sky is falling. The sky is not falling, except for those who are not prepared and on that vibration to get this thing done and move forward. But I choose to feel like I'm one of the chosen ones. I'm here. Let's get it rocking.
Yes, and they...
oh, wait a minute. I had Noble.
Oh, yeah.
On Tuesday. Me and Grandma, we had Noble, man.
Yeah.
And we rocked out with him. You know what I'm saying? He had a great time. Once he, you know, calmed down, once Daddy left him, and once he realized...
I can't help that I'm just the man. I can't help that.
But once he got with Pampa...
Yeah.
You know, and it just was... some magical stuff.
Yeah.
So that's always good when we begin to speak about, you know, the grandpa time and the grandma time is always amazing. And we're happy.
Yeah, okay.
You know what I'm saying? We're happy.
And I appreciated it because,
Oh, yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
You need that break from time to time. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And be
my goodness.
And it's going to become more and more frequent for you to go, here.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So
I think Marcus is up next.
Oh yeah. Marcus want to get some of that
Yeah, I
Uncle
think
time
Marcus-
in there.
I'm sure Marcus is up next. So
Yep. So other than that, man,
so let's get started, guys.
let's get this thing rocking.
Last show of the week, man.
Last show of the week.
You are tuned into the sounds of Urban X.
So it was announced that Maya Angelou will be on the back of the U.S. quarter.
Psych.
Yeah, that's not. Yes, it's nothing to clap it up.
Yeah.
Because right on the other side is the side of this white slave owner.
Slave owner on the front
On the
of
front.
the goddamn
Yeah,
coin. However, and there's a coin shortage.
there is a coin shortage. Yes.
So all the little subtleties, and you know me, guys. I'm always trying to find the glass half full, angle to say we can big something up. I can't take a stance on this. I love Maya. You know we have her up on the wall here.
Yeah.
As one of the people we admire and respect, but I just can't give her no credit or give them any credit for trying to commemorate our beautiful queen on the back of a slave, dollar's face, and in the middle of a coin shortage.
Wasn't
on top
Harriet
of that.
Tubman supposed to be on the back of a 20?
She's on the back of the 20, but we're moving to digital money.
I remember when that was announced, black people were losing their damn minds on Twitter. You would have thought we got reparations.
Yes, because we've been so depressed for so long, King, that when we get any kind of moral victory, we be like, oh, this is a come up, and it's really not. And so now we're gonna have to just start saying what it is. Thank you, but no thank you. You actually desecrated Maya Angelou.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? By putting her on the back of, a quarter, on the back of the quarter. Yeah. Now, if you had put her on the front, I might have gone, okay, this is a collector's item. I'll collect a few and, you know what I mean? Kind of, do that kind of thing. But to put her on the back of the quarter.
Yo, I'm tired of the moral victories, and I'm tired of the tone deafness from politicians. Mind you, I don't expect too much from them anyway, right? I just kind of expect what I expect. But the fact, like, I saw one guy, and this is off of, we're not talking about, like, jabs right now, but he was, like, rapping in front of, like a committee about the jab and stuff like that. I was like, I'm like, the subtle racism that comes from these government officials, like, I'm tired of it. It's tired.
And for them, they don't know any other way but to do it that way.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah. So they don't even realize how racist and blatantly racist it is because that's their way of life.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? You know how you gonna do it? You know how racist that is to touch my hair or say for a black person I'm smart?
Yeah.
They say shit like, for a black person, you're smart.
Yeah.
Dude, that was racist. Yeah. Amongst other things. So with that being said, we're not gonna clap that up.
No.
Don't poke your chest out where these devils just throw you a bone. Mm-hmm. On top of that, she needs to be on a $20 bill.
On the front. Because even when they were talking about Harriet Tubman on the back of a 20, who's on the front of it?
Another slave owner.
Is it Andrew Jackson? Like he was
really a slave.
He was different.
All of them were pedophiles.
Yeah.
Let me say.
Allegedly
pedophiles and slave owners, and they ate human flesh. And George Washington had slave teeth in his mouth.
Yes, he did. It was, growing up, they used to say he had wooden teeth.
Yeah, no,
and then you actually learn the stories like, no, those teeth were extracted from slaves and put in his dentures.
Exactly. Yuck mouth.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So with that being said, thank you, Chris Beard. I see y'all with the new camera views. We just gotta, take a step up and separate ourselves from competition. As always.
Because there ain't none.
Because there is none.
And for people who are listening right now, we have a different camera angle that's showing like this studio setup in its entirety. Not its entirety, but basically.
Yeah. We giving you some shots.
Yeah.
Just for a little bit of eye candy for our loyal, watchers and for our loyal listeners. We
got some stuff coming just for y'all too.
We're going to bring the heat. We're going to bring the heat.
All right.
You are tuned into the sounds of Urban X.
So can we talk about this? Pete Rock is suing Nas.
Yeah.
For unpaid royalties off of, what song was that?
Whose World Is This?
And that was on Illmatic, right?
Yeah, the mine is mine.
Right.
Whose world is this? That was the biggest song on that particular album.
Yes. That came out 30 years ago. So
30 years.
Mind my confusion of to why he's suing Nas now. Like why? And not to say he doesn't deserve what he's earned. That's your money. Get it.
Right.
But after 30 years, like why now? Like you wasn't on top of that? You didn't know you didn't get paid from that for 30 years?
Well, my thing is this. And me and you had a heated discussion about it. There are multiple factors that could have played into that. Mm-hmm. Meaning, maybe there was an agreement, but he probably got some upfront money.
Yeah.
To do the track. Wow, probably $5,000 at that time, $10,000. And then not only did he produce the track and has credit, he's on the track.
Yeah.
So he needs royalties for that. He getting double royalties, right? And during the course of this process, I believe Nas probably said, listen, it's going to get taken care of. And every time I see you at these events, this is uncomfortable.
30 years, though?
This is uncomfortable.
Oh, man.
Or I had another notion that maybe it didn't mean much to Pete Rock. He just it was water under the bridge. All right, because the music industry is like that.
Yeah.
You do tracks for certain people, you don't get paid, you let it go. Maybe at this point in Pete Rock's life, he looked at his finances and was like, something got to give here.
Yeah.
Let me cast my net far and wide via my lawyer and find out what I have out here.
Yeah.
And his lawyer came back and said, look, I know Nas is your boy, but it's been 30 years. It was the biggest hit on that album. That's about $9 million. If you settle out of court, it'll get you $3 million.
Yeah.
And now you can continue living your lifestyle. Maybe at 30, his children, like I told you, let's say you come to me and, I was on B-Boy Records back in 1978, 88. And let's say you found out overseas, I'm a platinum artist or something. And you go, look, Dad, I know it's been so-and-so, but you need to, because your kids are getting in your ear. Yo, you need to go get that money. It might have been his wife, his lawyer, or his kids. Like, look, I don't care how long it's been.
Yeah.
You owe that.
Okay, my only pushback to that was he's your peer. Nas is your peer. Like you are in, like you said, you're in these circles with him. I'm sure you run into him more than 20 times in the last 30 years.
Yeah, Jay Fizz, happy birthday to your baby that turned 4.
Hey, and
your little one that's turning 2 tomorrow.
Oh wow,
Shouts out.
Had him close.
Shouts out.
Okay.
You got a double trouble. 2 and 4. Well, good luck with that.
Lost knowledge. Okay, I was saying like this is your peer. You know what I'm saying?
It is your peer, but lawyers and record companies involved, it may be over Nas's head. Meaning, I was with Sony at the time.
Right.
You need to contact Sony, but technically he has to sue Nas. So maybe it's a technicality.
Okay.
I'm just looking at it like that because I don't think. Because it's very uncomfortable.
Yeah, I'm not saying get your money.
I don't know what side to take.
Get your
Nas
money.
is my dude. Pete Rock is my dude.
Get your money.
But I'm thinking, technically, I have to sue Nas.
Yeah, okay.
But he's really suing Sony. Yeah, that's what I'm thinking. Because Chuck D had to sue Biggie. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. It's the 10 crack commandments. That's off of that's a Chuck D, and I'm pretty sure that was a little, because Chuck is like the father of all MCs, and big up to Chuck D. And I'm pretty sure it was a little, but like, dude, you took something I did, which was a positive song, and you swifted into some street crack shit. Fuck you, baby. I mean, so perhaps it's something along those lines.
Yeah, somebody, Lost Knowledge said Dame Dash is still looking for Jay-Z. But it hasn't been 30 years between them. 30, that's my thing. 30 years. I'm not even 30. I'm 28.
Yeah, this is before you was born.
Right? You get what I'm saying? Like, he's been looking to get paid for a record that he did.
But it don't matter. Sometimes, listen, Michael Jackson bought half of Sony's catalog, which had the Beatles, a whole bunch of stuff. Eminem shit in there.
Yeah.
So Eminem did a diss song, and Mike bought his catalog.
Yeah.
Right? But in that catalog was Little Richard's music.
Right, and he gave it back.
So for all those years, 30 years plus, Little Richard wasn't getting no bread.
Yeah.
And then Mike, after 30 years, 40 years, whatever it was, handed him his catalog back. Now I'm up. Now he's up. Now he's like, yo, I'm up. Now you can sample my songs.
Yeah.
So it's really the equivalent of that. I did something, a masterpiece 30 years ago, which over the time has accrued a certain level of value. Mm-hmm. At the time, maybe I didn't need the money, or I just kept allowing you to kind of brush me off, and you keep blaming Sony and this and that. And at some point, he's got to think about his legacy.
Yeah.
And his legacy is, I got kids, I probably got grandchildren. I did this. That may be enough to send his kids to college. So I'm not mad at Pete Rock. And if Nas is directly involved, then shame on Nas, who speaks a lot about black empowerment.
That's another thing. That's another thing that kind of bothers me too. That bothers me as well. Like when these artists who preach ownership and stuff like that, you involved with something like you're stealing from him. You know what I'm saying?
Technically.
Essentially. Like
people got on Ice Cube recently about the Friday movies.
Yeah. Yes.
When he was paying dudes $3,000, $5,000, and you know, like Big Worm.
I didn't blame him for that.
No, I'm not gonna blame him for that. But the movie did $100 million or something.
But who knew it was gonna do $100 million?
Yes, but at least
is this your name? Is this you, Mr. Worm? is this your name?
What up, Big Perm? I mean, Big Worm. Did you sign that?
Is that
okay?
You?
But my point is, leverage me for the next movie at least.
Oh, okay, I understand.
At least hand it where I
understand that.
You follow. Same thing with Fat Joe and Remy Ma recently.
Yeah,
they won a case on the All the Way Up. Nothing can stop me. I'm all the way up.
Yeah.
Big song, big comeback song for Fat Joe. And homie, they gave him 50 racks.
Yeah.
Like, he signed this deal in IHOP. That right there should be an indicator. Yeah. You in greasy ass IHOP.
Let's get us the booth.
Yeah, can you get us a booth?
Some important business.
And some coffee and stuff. Yeah. You know what I mean? And while I'm ordering my pancakes, let me slide that over here, a little this and that. He signed for 50 racks. He walked out of there like, yeah, son, I'm about to get new sneakers, new haircut. I'm paying off my mom's bill, my girl with that child support. Bitch, check this out.
Yeah.
Boom. And then the song went all the way up.
Yeah.
And then Jay-Z got on the song.
Yeah.
Ouch. And then the song really went somewhere.
Yeah.
And now homie's doing the math like, man, I'm old.
Yeah.
700,000.
Yeah.
And they showed him the contract. Is that your name?
Yeah. Is that you?
Is that you?
Were you of sound mind and body?
Were you of sound mind and body? With them pancakes in your belly.
Yeah.
Well, bye.
Yeah, right.
You know what I mean? I signed my contract with no lawyers.
Oh, you was one.
Bill Camaro was on the phone, and he was like, yeah. He just kept sliding the contract over closer. I looked at Boo. I looked at Ray. I said, what y'all want to do? They was like, yo, let's sign. KRS-One is on this label. We want to hold down KRS. The Bronx is back. We had,
Yeah.
He snatched that contract so quick. All right, get them to the studio. Next thing you know, we was in the studio, and KRS-One was coming off the label talking about B-Boy Records. You just can't trust. And DJs was breaking out. So, boy, get the shit out of here. It's like, damn, is that serious? Except Red Alert. Shout out Red Alert. For 3 months, I walked in the hood, and my record was on it was 98.7 Kiss at the time.
That's dope.
And my record was playing. So I was, because we wasn't thinking about contracts back then. And a lot of these artists get duped like that. So homeboy, he got the 50 grand and bye.
All right.
Somebody, hold on.
Of Urban X.
Lizette said it was 5 grand, not 50.
Lord.
Okay, you know me, my math is off. That's even worse.
Oh my God.
Because that
5
means
grand.
Them pancakes really screwed your mind up. I just kicked in. But you know something? When you from the hood, dudes can throw you anything, man. And Fat Joe probably, let me tell you what Fat Joe knew.
Yeah.
He knew when he heard this track, this was a monster. And he probably downplayed it like, yeah, let me I'll buy that off you, son. $5-6 grand. You know, if it do something, you know.
And you know what's crazy? Fat Joe and there was a few other rappers. They were involved in this. Like, it was a weird scheme where
a cryptocurrency.
No,
scheme?
it wasn't a crypto. We'll get to that. That's funny. That was good.
Okay,
but it was a weird scheme to where like they would have artists, like, up and coming artists, pay to be on their mixtape.
Right,
and they're like not promoted, so like they were just like,
it was weird.
Yeah,
Game was doing that.
Game
for
was
a while
doing that too. Fat Joe was doing that. Fat Joe tried to do that to one of my friends, like close friends.
Okay, yeah. So they were finding ways to, yo, you gonna be on a mixtape with Fat Joe? You thinking, yo, this is gonna blow, and then they get you to pay in on that. Like when I used to do the seminars, like you know, you gotta sell 200 tickets. Your whole family gotta be there to watch you perform, and dudes be like, yo, cause you could be record executives here. You do all the work, they don't do nothing but provide the venue, and your whole family be out there, oh, he go big time.
Yeah.
And then you go home.
Yeah.
And that's the end of it.
Yeah.
So now this is the new form of
somebody said cold game.
Yeah,
yes.
cold game, yeah.
Somebody said Jada. I think I'm pretty sure Jada was. Yeah, it was a weird.
Yeah, it was a way to get that money.
It was a weird thing that was happening. Yo, side note, I finally watched A Kid from Staten Island, the Stephon Marbury doc on Netflix.
Oh, that is an awesome doc.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah, that is an awesome doc.
Coney Island.
Yeah, Coney
What did I
Island.
say?
You said Staten.
My fault, y'all.
You know my wife from Coney Island.
My fault. I don't mean any
you know she
disrespect
don't play that.
I don't even mean to disrespect you, God.
Yeah,
I don't even mean to disrespect you, beloved.
Respect you, beloved.
Yeah, my fault. But yeah, it was amazing. Oh my gosh, incredible. And I was coming up, right? So when he was on,
so why you didn't wear sneakers?
I wore him in the gym. Yeah, I hit him like, I was like, yo, I'll be able to hit a little bit.
All right, continue.
But I was when I was like really watching sports. That's when the narrative on him was really changed. Like he was selfish. He was all this. So watching the doc and getting like his full story and just seeing why that would happen, like why he would feel a certain way, like why he would react a certain way towards the media and things like that. And even Stephen A was saying like, yo, he had nobody he can like really talk to. Yeah. So the only thing we were getting was just what he was showing. Yeah. Like on the sideline and stuff like that.
And my wife's uncle Beat worked very closely with him, with Marbury as a kid. You know what I mean? Helped raise him a lot of basketball tournaments and stuff like that. And he had an amazing story, and his pops was his rock. Yeah. And when he lost his pops
playing,
allegedly,
I think they bumped his pops off in the stands. That's just me. You know, because he started with the sneaker shit, and they was like, "Oh, you."
I didn't know LeBron torpedoed that like that as well.
Yo, they all was in because look, all the major corporations went at him, and they sent all of their goons: LeBron, Stephen A. Smith, Michael Jordan, everybody, because he was giving up the game. Yeah, my sneaker, and it's the same sneaker. But yet I'm putting it in a situation of value for young kids. Dude, that is a game changer. If LeBron did that now, he would collapse the sneaker economy, right? And then his father or his mother would come up missing, or one of his kids, because they don't play that. Yeah, you're not getting rid of my multi-billion-dollar empire because you have morals and standards. Yeah, and want to help kids. Yeah. So look, Marbury had a small window. Where these mothers, and I saw them, it damn near brought tears to my eyes, coming out of them stores with 4 and 5 pair.
I remember that too. Yeah.
When he was at his peak. Yeah. And now the kids, because this is a dilemma for parents. These young kids want these name brands. These parents work hard. As a parent, now you begin to understand, whoa.
Especially a growing toddler. Yeah, I gotta replace his damn wardrobe every few months.
Right. So this is when your parents on payday say they don't have no money, and you looking at them crazy. What do you mean? You just got paid. You have no idea. So the pressure, and then that pressure spills into the streets. Oh, mom can't do it, but my man, Big OG, is telling me move a few of these packs, and before you know it, I got this. So this sneaker thing is tremendous. And how look at the kids on the line for 2 days, and dudes getting shot. So Marbury was trying to end that. If everybody had got behind him at that time, we'd own the sneaker industry now. You know what I mean? Yeah. So when you out there by yourself like that, it's you against the corporations. You're not gonna win. That's what I said about LeVar Ball.
Yeah.
The dad. I said I appreciate the entrepreneur spirit, but maybe bring the stock of your sons up first. Learn the business of how they do it, then make that lateral move, and you have a foundation to stand on. You coming out with the big baller brand.
I know people still ain't get these things.
Yeah, there's people. Jay-Z said he still didn't get his sneakers. You know what I mean? So one of those kind of things. But it was an awesome documentary.
Yeah, it was really good. When
he lost his dad, he lost his soul and foundation, and for him to go all the way to China and rebuild his name. A lot of respect for Marbury on my end. And his game was crazy. He should be in the Hall of Fame. Those are the kind of numbers. Dude, meaning if they had just left him alone.
Yeah.
If they had to, dude, he was getting 10 dimes a game.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
You know, and 20. He was a 20 and 10 guy.
Yeah, I remember. Yes.
So we just wanted to, I don't know how we got on that.
Meaning, it was just, I wanted watching it. Couldn't find nothing to watch. And it was
no. It's appreciative. So we want to make sure we send that out to Marbury. We appreciate the work.
You are tuned into the sound.
And you seen the little kid at the end?
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Yeah. Like, yo, real dope stuff.
So the Supreme Court today blocked President Joe Biden's mandate that will require private businesses to mandate the jab or to get tested if they have over 100 employees. So they nuked that. They got that out the way.
Okay.
So people, yes.
We're starting to see a shift.
Yes. So people are very happy about that. But what's happening is because Biden and Jen Pulaski, whatever her name is, they are, they were on today. What's happening is they're trying to change the language. Now, instead of saying mandates, they're trying to say require.
Oh, and it's all about the language.
It's all about the language.
It's all about the language.
But again, I think mandate was such a word that it kind of sounded like, wow, this is mandatory. It sounded like mandatory. So it sounded like law, but it's illegal. It's illegal either way.
Yeah, but even the conscious community let you know.
Yes.
It's not a law. They let you know immediately.
Yes.
Mandate, not a law. Requirements, not a law. All of those things. So we were sort of on it. But remember, this is for the masses. Mm-hmm. The masses, like you said here, mandate. Yeah. That sounds like you need to give it all up.
But so what was happening is then it falls on the businesses. Like, don't comply to that.
Right. But they were all in on it.
That's true too.
Remember how many executives resigned.
That's true too.
Signed the NDA probably and bounced. The other ones were on board with this new paradigm shift.
Yes.
Because we have to move our consciousness and our everything to another level, because now the battle is going to be in space.
And somebody said Trump put those judges in that ruled on it, which is interesting because Trump right now, he's going against Ron DeSantis and the governor of Florida, who's like...
I think that's all a ploy, but
you think so? Because he's been talking mad smack, like, because I know he got boosted. He should just say he got the booster. I got the vaccine. I got the booster. And people don't realize, like, that was just Trump's vaccine.
Yeah, it was.
You know what I'm saying? So that means, like, nobody's on your side here at this point, when it comes to all of this. But they going against each other. So that's weird.
Remember, it's a show.
Yeah. Okay.
So we don't want to buy into the show. Side note, whenever I get a little haircut or something, there's always like a hair out of my nose that wants to show up to these events. So you see me doing like this. I'm not a cokehead or any of that stuff. But there's always one hair who don't want to comply with everybody else. Okay. He know the cameras is on, and he wants to be out. So please forgive me if you see me grabbing my nose from time to time because he does his own thing. But for Christmas, I have as one of my gifts, Manscaped. My wife sent me.
This is not ad.
It's not a plug.
It's not an ad.
She sent me this stuff for my nose and my ears because they're getting woolly now.
You're getting old.
And I just didn't have time to trim them down. So bear with me. We like to be transparent on our show here. Yeah. And now we're even more transparent, giving you camera views.
Yeah, I'll probably show everybody what pictures we have.
We'll walk down that that particular path with you as well.
But we were talking about them blocking the mandates and stuff like that, because OSHA, which was I forget what that actually stands for, but they were basically overstepping their legal bounds on what they can and can't do.
Right.
So good thing that they got shot down. Like I said, Biden and his administration, they're going to try to freak it and say, well, require now, so just the language that's going to get changed. Also, and the last time we talked about this, we got knocked off YouTube, but more emails got revealed.
Okay.
Got exposed.
Okay.
Of Fauci and talking to somebody else. We're not going to talk about what the email said because we got knocked. We probably talk about that in the after show in the membership, but just keep an eye out on that. He got pressed by Senator Rand Paul again. What else is happening? They're trying to censor Joe Rogan right now. 270 doctors apparently signed a letter directed at Spotify to stop all of the misinformation and disinformation.
And these are doctors who are down with Fauci.
Yes.
These ain't independent thinking.
Yes.
Pulitzer Prize winning, Nobel Peace Prize winning virologists.
Yes.
They on the other side of this.
Yes.
So he sicked his boys, and for them, Rogan has to come down.
Yeah, because Rogan right now, he gets more views like per show than CNN, MSNBC, Fox, all of them combined. Not just combined.
Yes.
CNN actually lost 90% of their audience from last year because...
Yeah, y'all need the campaign so we can do Rogan's show. I could talk conspiracy. I was taught by Phil Valentine and Bobby. Shit, I am a Jedi Knight. Look, I'll talk all that shit. You know, plug us in. Side note.
More side notes.
Kyrie Irving.
Oh, yes.
Can now play home games. All they have to do is pay a fine of $5,000. So when he walks into the gym in Brooklyn, his nuts will be swinging because he did that thing, and I owe Eli $10 if that happens. Because I said, Eli, when he get that basketball bug in him, I said he gonna take the jab because he hurting his team. Eli said, I don't think so, Dad. He not.
Oh, you thought he was gonna take it?
Yeah, I said because he'll get the basketball bug and be like, you know what? Maybe they have because remember he was thinking about a plant-based.
That's right. Yeah,
he was thinking about a plant-based bug. We love you, Kyrie. We know you rock with our show in a couple of ways, and we appreciate you. But we got to keep it a bean. But the fact that you're going to be able to walk to that Barclays Center, which is a slave owner, the Barclays were slave owners.
Oh, I remember. Yeah, go ahead. I was
for you to walk into that arena with your nuts hanging.
Yeah, I respect it.
And then be pop. You start popping them, pop. I'm with you. Yeah.
Somebody said next year gonna have champagne on. So we only have champagne when we celebrate a milestone.
Yes, like the next champagne bottle will be 300 shows.
Shows, right?
Probably we'll bring out a bottle.
Yeah.
We're not actually drink. I got a whole bar set up. I got an automated bar where you just put the little thing in and
bougie,
but
he don't use
it. And it just brings you out champagne and shit. You be sitting there, and I don't even use it. Yeah. It's aesthetics. I got a pool table, bar, all that kind of stuff, and it's so we don't really drink like that. But every now and then we'll bust a bottle down.
All right. So we'll take a quick commercial break, and we shall return.
Yeah, let's do that.
I was like a knight princess, more like medieval times, and I was slaying dragons and whatnot.
So I had a past life where I thought it was so interesting that I think it's Ashanti was talking about how she was slaying dragons. So I actually was like a reptilian creature with wings, and I remember flying in a sky that had 2 moons.
So I guess maybe eons ago, me and this being were together, maybe romantically or something.
And then when you asked us to go to how we died, I'm being hanged.
And all of a sudden, I'm flying. And I feel like I'm spirit. At first, I felt like a person. I'm in a white dress and I'm human or something similar.
In my first past life, I was a mermaid.
Hello, wealthy family. This is Chanel, the Ascending Infinite Goddess, with an important message for you, so listen up. I just wanted to express my gratitude to everyone who has supported me and allowed me to help facilitate you in your spiritual journey. I am so grateful for you. Whether you have supported me on my website, booked sessions with me, or have just supported my YouTube videos, I'm thankful for you. Now, with us growing together, I want to share that our family is growing too. And in celebration and preparation of this growth and expansion, I will be temporarily closing my books starting February the 19th, 2022. However, everyone that books a session with me starting today, Monday, December the 13th, until February the 19th, will receive a free gift from me to help you in your journey in my short absence. So continue to support one another and let's continue to grow it together. Be sure to visit my website, www.ascendinginfinitegoddess.com. And until we connect again, stay alert, stay aware, and live in love. Peace.
And we're back.
Yes.
Yeah.
Support those businesses.
Support those businesses.
And you see on January 30th, Blood War.
Mm-hmm.
Phil gonna go in.
Mm-hmm.
Phil Valentine gonna go in on that.
Yeah.
And so you need to get the early bird.
Yes. The link is in the description below.
Link is in the description below.
Is it?
Yeah, better be. Yeah, it's in the link below.
Still there.
And it's $45 for the early birds.
Yeah.
You know how you black folk get. Y'all want to wait till the last minute. That's going to cost you 65 beans. All right? But it's going to deal with this war that's going on and, disconnecting us from some things. We'll talk to Phil soon.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Very soon.
Very soon, yes.
Yeah, we'll talk to him. And, for the members, we'll allow you to call in.
Yes, we will.
And talk to him. Yeah.
Yes, we will.
Yeah, but in the meantime, in the between time, as we continue to cook this up, let me get to this live water real quick.
Mm-hmm.
I'm back in the business with the alkaline water. Soul Society NC, they have a movement moving this live water. But coming up soon, just to give you a little heads up, there's going to be a water challenge because everybody doing the 10-year challenge and how you look 10 years. I don't give a shit how you look 10 years ago.
I didn't partake.
No, of course not.
I look the same though.
You know what I mean? So
a little younger.
We want to do a more positive challenge. So be on the lookout for a water challenge since this fight that we're up against, it's gonna turn back to nature at some point. So, the conscious community and all of the hoteps been saying for years, your health is your wealth. And we're like, shut up, nigga. I'm gonna eat me a chicken sandwich. Niggas is always talking. And at the end of the day, it boils back down to your health is your wealth. We're at war. This is a spiritual war. And water will be one of the major components. What we eat, what we think, what we do not allow them to do to us over the course of periods. So be on the lookout for a little water challenge. It ain't gonna be expensive. We might be like, look, just buy three bottles of water. Y'all on YouTube comments disabled? Our YouTube comments are not disabled.
Oh, what? That's somebody comments from Facebook. Oh, everybody's on YouTube right now.
Yeah, no, we're on YouTube now.
Yeah.
We're looking at all the comments.
Yeah.
So be on the lookout for Soul Society NC's water challenge, and we want to partake in that because I truly do believe in the water that they,
All right.
Yes.
You're listening to the sounds of Urban X.
So, guys, the other day, USA Today, one of their official Twitter accounts they were on tweeting about pedophilia, basically defending it. Did you see that?
I saw that. That was very disgusting.
I'm gonna see if I could pull up some of the tweets.
That was super duper disgusting.
And I was just like, oh yeah. So one of the tweets is this: when most of the public think, this is USA Today Life. This is an official verified account on Twitter. Quote: when most of the public thinks of pedophilia, they assume it's synonymous with child sexual abuse. A pedophile is an adult who is sexually attracted to children. Not all pedophiles abuse kids. Some people who sexually abuse kids are not pedophiles. That's in the
Pause. What?
Yeah.
What?
Yeah. Remember we had the conversation about that college associate professor.
Yeah.
He wrote a book about MAPS, minor attracted persons.
Yes.
Pedophilia is such a taboo term, and you're just like, yeah.
I don't care how you define it, it's nasty. And it's unethical and unmoral.
Go ahead.
Yeah, you know me, unmoral.
Yeah.
And it's just spiritually out of balance.
Yeah.
But I'm gonna go back what I always say. My elders taught me that these people are bisexual by nature. That where they come from, look at their statues. Right? Little boys topping them off in a statue. Like, why would you put that in stone? Because out of the public's eye, this is their get down. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. So they put on a suit, somebody shaved them down, taught them to speak, and they put on a suit and they walk around and they try to act like they're part of the human family. They are not. So when they get by themselves or amongst themselves, it's unwritten. You know how we get down. And then they bring it over into the music industry and the movie industry. And if you want to participate, you got to get down like that. Because it's the only way I can trust that you're not going to go back to your community and give up our secrets. Because we got you on tape.
Yeah.
Doing some foul things to some kids. So this is a way of life, and if you can't accept that, you'll never get past how to process this. They eat babies too.
Oh God, come on.
Allegedly.
Yeah.
Look, you see what they did to Nat Turner.
Yes.
They boiled him down.
Yes.
Into
I'm just talking about,
a grease.
Hit the button.
Right. They boiled him down, and then they ingested his body as some ceremonial shit. Black folk, we just don't get. I fry some chicken, goddammit. We'll fry the hell out of some chicken, but we ain't trying to eat the babies in any capacity. We don't want their blood. Well, we'll talk about that on the after show.
Yes.
Yeah, you know what I mean. But you know what I'm saying.
Yeah. Listen, and it was a whole.
So let me finish.
Okay.
So what they're trying to do now, they're moving closer. They keep moving the goalposts.
Well, they deleted all these tweets.
Well, it's too late. It's in the universe already. We snapshotted it. So you put it out, and it's starting conversation because eventually they want to wear you down into the point. Now, I know this is going to sound controversial. They need to just send them a bunch of dolls, baby dolls or something, and functioning dolls, and allow them to go to work and leave our babies alone, man. Leave, because then it'll get rid of trafficking, and the doll will do whatever the hell you want it to do.
Well, but then it becomes about, like, all those situations are when it comes from abuser to victim. It's just about power. Power. Yeah. You are demonstrating power over your victim. The person who is in the position that can make your life better, in the music industry, movie industry, that's power as well.
Yeah, I'm just thinking out loud, because they have these lifelike dolls now.
Yeah, I'm sure.
And, and things of that nature, And I told you before, if my wife got one, and he doing shit I can't do, picking her up, spinning her around. He ain't got to take a rest for a cigarette break. She got this nigga programmed to go all night. It's going to be some problems in the relationship. And the dog start getting a mind of its own because it's AI.
Yeah.
And he gets a new download. So he start telling my wife,
we don't need him.
We don't really need Black Dot. He's just a useless eater. He can't keep it rocking back, come on. I'm all night, and then I wake up in the morning and make you breakfast, a precise breakfast of anything you like. I go shopping. I hold your purse.
I don't ask questions.
I'm holding your purse while you're shopping. I'm doing all of those things.
I secretly think that's what all women want.
Why do we need him? Yeah. He's a shit box. He want to shit all day.
Somebody said a robot named Godfrey. That's funny.
He shits all day. He eats. He complains. He ain't got half the rent. Come on, boy. I print money. I do this.
Yeah, that's funny.
Yeah, then it's, so down with the AI. Fuck that. Nope.
That was a Netflix show. That was on Black Mirror.
Yep.
That was on Black Mirror. Her husband actually died, and she got a robot, and then the robot downloaded all, like, the husband's memories.
Yeah.
And, yeah.
Yeah, only the good parts of the husband.
Yeah.
Still
Still creepy.
It's creepy shit.
Still creepy.
It's creepy shit, bro.
You are tuned into the sounds of Urban X.
So, like I said, all of those tweets got deleted, and everybody's just like, what the hell? Like, why did I delete this?
Mm-hmm.
Like, this, which I believe it. Apparently, it was based on science. It was another tweet saying, we now understand pedophilia starts in the womb. And it was just like, wait, what?
Yeah, in the womb of white people. Yeah. I agree.
Yeah, it was crazy.
It don't start in the womb of black people, but hurt people hurt people.
Mm-hmm.
So let's not negate the prison life.
Yeah.
You did 30 behind the wall.
Yo, and if anybody wants like a real in-depth like study on these things when it comes to like black boys and things like that, it's Dr. Tommy Curry. That dude is a monster. Look his work up. That dude is a monster.
They show you the psychological ramifications.
Yeah, he has a book called The Man Not, I believe it's called.
Mm-hmm.
Incredible.
And what it is, and then you pass that trauma on.
Yeah.
And it's an ongoing thing when we begin to think about. Side note, 10 years ago yesterday.
Oh, yes.
I wrote an open letter to Jay-Z when Beyonce and him had Blue Ivy. And the letter just was speaking about us protecting our women. Mm-hmm. And it was ironic. Within the letter, I had a 10-year challenge built into the letter. Didn't even realize it. That said 10 years later, let's examine this, because at the time, my daughter was 10. Mm-hmm. She's 20 now. And so now Blue Ivy is 10.
Yeah.
And what has changed, or what has his sphere of influence and Beyonce, how have they changed the narrative on what it is that their daughter will see? Now, I didn't blame them for changing everything. I put the onus on, I dropped the water. I put the onus on all of us men to be responsible to protect our women. But if they led the challenge, and most people said, ain't nothing changed. But Red Pill had a good point. He said Jay-Z went from being the face of coke to the face of woke. With 444, his prison, so he is doing certain things that are not with the narrative of coke as much as he used to. So I don't want to just say nothing has changed, but we still have a long way to go when we speak about how we treat women and our protection of women. Now, another side note.
He's just full of side notes.
So full of side notes. I don't know what it is about January, but 10 years before that, in January 2002, I wrote my very first article for a newspaper called Four Corners, and it was called A New York Rhyme Story, and it was about Jay-Z and Nas and their whole battle.
Look,
so it's
you're not new to this.
I'm not new to this. I've been on this this journey for a while. And so just, it is what it is. Do your Googles. Do your Googles.
Yeah, so this happened today. This kind of actually just broke, really. Prince Andrew, who has been tied up in the Jeffrey Epstien stuff, will no longer hold military affiliations and royal patronage of the Buckingham Palace announced.
Clap that up. He a regular civilian. You can probably walk up to him and smack him.
Yes.
I'm not suggesting one of our revolutionary brothers out there in London do it.
Yeah.
But you could walk up to him and smack that nigga.
Yes, the Queen agreed to approve the return of Prince Andrew's military affiliations, royal patronage, according to the statement from the Royal Communications on Thursday. And the statement added that he will no longer use His Royal Highness in any official capacity. His royal robes will be distributed among the family and stuff like that. So I'm reading this thinking they might throw him under the bus because
the judge recently, my people in the chat can help me, said that this case of this woman who's accusing him can go forward.
Yeah.
He was hoping it got thrown out. So now they're looking at it like, yo, we don't want no association with what's about to come down the pipe.
Yes. Aunt C said he's been executed in the military. Who's alive, Aunt C?
Yeah, is anybody alive? Is Black Dot alive?
Am I alive?
Did I get murdered in Guantanamo Bay?
Am I alive?
Come on, man. Jeez, Aunt. But we love you, Aunt C.
Yes.
And that's why you're here. You know, we want it all here.
Yes.
You know.
So yeah. And one of the actual accusers, the one who kind of broke the entire like Jeffrey Epstein stuff, actually wants the judge to unseal all of the facts from that case. So who knows? Who knows?
Things could really get crazy.
All right.
Yeah.
You are tuned into the sounds of Urban X.
At the beginning of the show, we spoke about moral victories for black people and things like that.
Yeah.
And recently today, it was announced that Emmett Till and his mom will receive a posthumous congressional gold medal.
All right, let's clap that up. And I know it's posthumous, but a congressional gold medal, that's going to stand the test of time because you have to have done something significant. Or at least, this is me with the glass half full, my water bottle is half full, y'all. Recognizing what they did to this young boy was a tragedy beyond tragedy, and the chick is still alive.
No, she's every single time we talk about this white lady,
that, right?
Either she's still alive or she died in 2012 or
somebody said she's. Tell me in the chat.
Aunt C says she got shot in the back of the head in Guantanamo. I don't know who's alive.
Number one answers are up on the board. Let's find out. Is she dead or is she alive? Bing! Somebody tell me what it is.
Somebody says she's dead. Okay.
Okay. All right. She's dead. She's dead.
How is she? 1,000?
No, wow. That happened in the 40s or 50s.
Yeah.
She was a teenager, so.
Some good news. 3 of the people who are accused of killing young Dolph got arrested.
Yes. And I hope this is not scapegoat.
Nah, I heard they were on their ass.
Okay.
I heard they were really the Memphis police. They were really on them because it was such a high profile case that the entire country's kind of watching them what they're about to do.
How they're gonna go about this?
Yeah. So I heard
but that didn't help in the Nipsey Hussle case unless you think Shitty Draws was the lone gunman. I'm just saying. And he had a whole thing.
Yeah.
With
shopping center. Yeah.
Gold and. I'm talking
about the funeral.
Funeral.
Yeah.
Bigger than Michael Jackson's, and So who knows?
But
now, I want to say this. Pistol Gordon, he's a legendary rapper out of Nashville or something. He made a couple of great points, and he said, even the people you don't think are snitches. They just don't say nothing right now. They hold it until they need it.
Okay.
So you can have a guy you can confide in your whole life. Yo, you know what I did? I did that thing. And your man, he ain't got no reason to tell that until they roll up on him. It could be 5 years later. And the only thing he has as leverage is what he knows about. And he said that's how he think this investigation moves so fast. Because the minute you do something with 2 or 3 people, somebody tells something. So they started picked up 300 people.
Oh, wow.
They brought 300 people in for questioning.
Oh, yeah.
And 300 people.
And they said that once they put a bounty or a reward on.
Tiff says so. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much. They said once they put a reward on any information on.
Yeah.
They got 500 tips or something like that.
Yeah. So somebody knows something.
Yeah.
And if I bring you in and there's 300 y'all and you got charges and warrants, you ain't trying to you trying to go home.
Especially because it was 2 shooters, 1 driver. So they about to get them easily. Listen, you just drove.
Yeah, facts.
You wasn't shooting. They was.
And then they said the video. These guys did a video with the car in the video. So this really could get ugly. And I hope it's true. and I hope we can bring some justice, because it's always the people you know, bro.
Yeah.
For a few dollars, I bet you it wasn't even worth a lot. And side note, I'm hearing Yo Gotti is gonna his lawyers is representing one of the guys. I don't know how.
No, well, one of the lawyers dropped out.
Okay.
One of the lawyers like dropped out.
Okay.
And apparently one of the lawyers was in. Yeah, I think it was. Yeah. He did represent Yo Gotti, or he represented Black Youngster in the case as well. It was something to that effect. It was something weird to that effect.
Yep.
But yeah, so shouts out. Hopefully they, justice will be served.
Yeah, because I saw his wife on YouTube recently, and they had young kids, and I wasn't a fan of his music and things of that, but I'm a fan of Black Love. Mm-hmm. I told you that, and he would always be with his wife and his children, and it's got to be really, really tough. Especially to probably lose your life on some bullshit. And
when you talk about snitching a little while ago, when I know more people that we respect are snitches, when I don't know if you remember when social media started to become a little bit more prevalent and podcasts and interviews and stuff like that, and the definition of snitching just kept changing. Like they just kept moving the goalposts.
They kept moving the goalposts.
Like but if you say that and then that's not technically snitching, I was like,
Yep. If you a civilian, because you know how we do in the street. The civilians, they civilians.
Yeah,
the shit just kept. It's and it's almost impossible for that much money to be made in the industry with most of these dudes coming from the streets, coming home from jail, this and that. The whole industry is filled with informants, and you can take that to the bank.
I believe it.
The whole industry is informants on top of informants.
I believe it.
Informants who don't know that you're an informant, and I'm informing that you're an informant because you're an informant, and I informed against your informant. And it's crazy.
And guys, I don't know if you realize this. It's something, I forgot what the statistic is. Like there's a lot of crime that gets committed that the FBI sanctions. Like it'll be an informant that they kind of just let go. Like, all right,
absolutely,
do what you got to do.
Do what you got to do, because this is bigger than that. We saw that in the movie Fred Hampton.
Oh yes, the Judas and Black.
You saw how they do sanction murder.
Yeah.
And will look the other way if the grand scheme of it is to bring down a bigger figure. So this thing is. And whenever the dudes keep coming home, damn, that dude keep coming home. And they get paid. I told you, they get guns, $1,300. This is $700. This. They said one informant in jail, he was an FBI informant who ratted out on the prison system. They said he in line for $1 million.
Oh, my goodness.
So, dude, I'm in the wrong field.
Yeah, so speaking of, like,
this is my new meme.
Yeah, speaking of informants, we talked about the whole January 6th charade that was happening, and Ted Cruz pressed somebody from the FBI and asking them like, who's this, and they couldn't answer nothing.
I can't. I'm not at liberty to answer that
because
question.
They were there under y'all orders to stir up, to be agent provocateurs.
Even one scene, he said, as soon as so and so whispered in this person's ear, the whole thing started. Were you involved with that? I'm not at liberty.
Yeah.
Once the FBI starts saying, I'm not at liberty to reveal, then you understand what the operation is really all about.
Yeah.
A lot going on.
Crazy.
You are tuned into the sounds of Urban X.
So Kim Kardashian and Floyd Mayweather are facing a lawsuit right now, because apparently, and the lawsuit states that they misled investors in their promotion of a cryptocurrency token, Ethereum Max. Not Ethereum, Ethereum Max, right? So the lawsuit was filed January 7th in Los Angeles, and it claims that celebrities, both of them, sold these tokens to their fans to boost the price up and make themselves a profit at the expense of the actual followers. So basically, a pump and dump. If you guys know what a pump and dump is, pump up the price. I take out my stuff. I take out, my profits, and y'all all are left holding the bag.
Okay, according to latest news, Caroline Bryant is still alive as of December 2020 one. She's 85 years old.
Thank you.
That is right. She's alive.
Okay, this is and for
Brittany
people,
Johnson has.
For the people listening, that's the Emmett Till woman.
Yeah. Okay. Now back to the pump and dump.
Yes.
Are we surprised at all?
No, but I don't know. I follow a few YouTube channels who kind of expose these scams when it comes to celebrities and these crypto tokens, because crypto right now is the wild, wild west when it comes to this stuff.
Yes.
And there are a lot of celebrities promoting like real, they call them shit coins, right? Where it's not Bitcoin, it's not Ethereum, it's not like a chain link. That's what they call them. Chain link. It's a few other ones that are really solid on their blockchain, on the technology that they use for, but celebrities come in like, yo, and it don't even be them. Like somebody else approaches them like, yo, just,
get involved.
Like,
put your name to this, and we can make some cash.
Yes.
Yeah, so I'm not surprised.
Not surprised either. And it's a really weird game happening right now. We did an interview with dude, What Happened to Common Sense. He goes way in on these things.
Shout out to God Elijah.
Yeah, he usually keeps people like in line on which coins
that you should rock with.
You should pay attention to.
All right, before we go to break, I want to say for the ladies, I'm hearing the Aquaman is no longer with.
Oh, Jason Momoa.
Yeah, he's no longer with what's her name?
Lisa Bonet.
Lisa Bonet. They're getting a divorce.
Yeah.
So for all the ladies who like Aquaman, hit the gym, get it right, because
you know what's crazy? I have not looked at him the same
since he was messing with that little girl.
His daughter.
That was his daughter?
Yeah.
Okay, enough said. Let's hit a commercial break.
Allegedly.
Right.
It's just a weird video.
Yeah, it is a weird video. Let's hit a commercial break and we'll come back and get this thing popping.
All right. We'll be back.
What up, what up, what up?
Peace.
Urban X Nation, if you are not already a member, now is the time to become a member to our exclusive IC, where you're going to get a bunch of exclusive footage by the #1 on the planet. Let me tell you what we're going to get.
So first, every morning, Monday through Friday, you get a morning message from me, inspirational, to keep everybody hitting their goals. What else we got?
We got the after show, where it's unadulterated, unscripted, uncensored information, and you also hear from Mama Dot.
We also have the Real Mentality coming. That is a show specifically to get the male point of view, to get a real man point of view, all male cast, and we have some special guests coming as well.
And the Black Dot will be teaching master classes. That's right, master classes on the subject of hip hop and all other things connected to Urban Decoded.
And a bunch of many hours of extra content we have that we just put up on the membership just exclusively for you.
So we need you to click the link below. Where's it? Right there below. Click that link below, join, and let's get rocking. Peace. What makes a great t-shirt? Is it fashion, fit, comfort? Is it what's printed on the front of the shirt? Whether it's a humorous message, political, or a social statement made to bring awareness to a noble cause? At Urban X TV, we believe that all of those things make a great t-shirt and then some. So we wanted to create a t-shirt line that was a little bolder, a little bit more challenging, one that stepped out of the boundaries. So we decided to introduce to you our Not So Subtleties. It's one that speaks to the sentiments of what's going on in our environment today. It's one that will spark conversation. So log on to urbanx.nyc to pick up your Not So Subtleties today, or shop urbanx.com to pick up the latest in urban apparel. We thank you for your support. Peace. Peace.
Peace.
And we are back in the mix. And as you should see, the legend, the philosopher, the doctor, the father, the background singer back in the day, basketball player, husband, spiritual mentalist, Dr. Phil Valentine is in the building. How you doing, King?
I'm well, beloved, and yourself.
Man, we are great, and we are honored to have you on.
Can you hear us nice and clear?
I had a little bit of flange and delay
for
some reason.
Okay, we'll try to
not this one.
We'll try to figure that out. But we can see you clearly, and we can hear you. So disengage that comment or the noise on that comment for me.
Yeah.
So how are you doing, King?
Well, kind of on the grind, trying to get information out to the family as possible. We got up on the 30th. I have copious amounts of data that I've gathered, not yet reached the public eye. That's coming out from whistleblowers in the military.
Nice.
And so forth. And we are definitely going to kind of put things into perspective. You must bring your metaphysics to mind because that's the battleground at this point. They're going after the soul. So what we're doing is giving people a blueprint, getting together a schematic for them to be able to recognize how the adversary is deploying its weaponry.
Indeed.
Kind of talk in a guarded way.
Yeah, so this is on January 30th, yes?
Indeed, Eastern time.
Okay.
So you're calling this Blood Wars 2 without giving up too much, because we're going to bring you back for our after show where we could really just let this thing go. You know what I mean? With no limitations. And our callers can call in and ask you a few questions. Why are you naming it this? And what's this war about?
Indeed. Give them a kind of lying set of information for them to understand, and definitely give them something to think about, because this year, this triple two is going to be a year as to how we are going to manage between now and 2030. And of course, you remember, during last, I would say, 10 years, I'm warning people about this time to come, and 2 webinars that I've done, which essentially gave people what everybody's hearing now. We're going to actually now go back some of that forward, because I still haven't seen what I spoke about over the last few years placed into the conversation of our young brothers and sisters who are forwarding the message. So what I have to do now is to reiterate a few things that seem to have not been included into the narrative of young brothers, yourself or Rich, but most of the younger brothers out who are spreading it amongst the community, who don't have really a platform but ears and that trust them. So I'm going to be reiterating a few things, but adding on to it to verify.
Are you back? Can we hear you?
All of what.
Okay.
Yeah, we having just a little glitch.
YouTube
acting funny. But
can you hear us still?
Yes.
Okay.
Okay. Cool.
It's just a delay.
Okay, so we got a little delay. So everybody just be patient with us. We're gonna ask the question. It'll be like real TV.
Yeah.
He'll wait for the delay to come in, and then he'll answer your questions. So, is this going to be a part of an ongoing series, or has the time come now that we all have to step up this issue and taking our health a little bit more serious, and taking this spiritual war that we in a little bit more serious?
Indeed. It's come down to either do or die now. It's not going to be told until towards the end of this year how many billions of people will have been affected by this. So what I have to do now is to reiterate a few things that seem to have not been included into the narrative of young brothers and sisters who are forwarding the message. So what I have to do now is to reiterate a few things that seem to have not been included into the narrative of young brothers and sisters who are forwarding the message. So what I have to do now is to reiterate a few things that seem to have not been included into the narrative of young brothers and sisters who are forwarding the message. So what I have to do now is to reiterate a few things that seem to have not been included into the narrative of young brothers and sisters who are forwarding the message. So what I have to do now is to reiterate a few things that seem to have not been included into the narrative of young brothers and sisters who are forwarding the message. So what I have to do now is to reiterate a few things that seem to have not been included into the narrative of young brothers and sisters who are forwarding the message. So what I have to do now is to reiterate a few things that seem to have not been included into the I guess, exited and taken their last trip. And right now, the numbers are not being given to the general public. So the general public is being coerced into believing that things are all right, that the jab will take care of everything for them.
Mm-hmm.
They can move into a brighter tomorrow if they do. And this is all, of course, propaganda. I don't want to, again, say too much, to try to edit yourself when a tidal wave is headed towards you and you're trying to be as diplomatic as you can in warning people. There's so much that you're going to do to convince them that you're serious about what it is that you're going to be speaking about. YouTube and other such platforms have taken the passion out of the narratives and telling us how to speak. We're into the Orwellian newspeak, but you have to guard what you're saying. You have to make sure you edit yourself. It's called Orwell would then tell you that it was not only newspeak, but it was a kind of an editing of yourself so that you could act like you're stupid, talk like you're stupid, so that massa doesn't catch on that you know exactly what's going on. So the very fact that we have Orwellian tactics and draconian tactics that have now reached our shores, and that we have people in the government that is backing this, and we have people in private business like in Facebook and like in these other platforms that have joined in with this Orwellian manifesto, editing your speech, telling you who you can actually listen to and who you can't listen to. That kind of stuff right now, people are very placated, they're very fearful, they don't know how to address a situation, they don't know how to come together, they've divided us.
Mm-hmm.
They've done a very good job. You have to take hats off to your enemy to understand just how you've been duped, so you can understand how to deal with countermeasures. And if you don't recognize that you do have an enemy, and you believe that everything that's being done for you by your gov is somehow for your benefit, then you are naive. Then you are, in that naivete, you are essentially sheep to the slaughter.
I have a question. So, what I've been noticing lately politically is that the tide is kind of shifting on the whole jab and the mandates and things like that. Do you think that is like by design, or do you think there's an actual shift happening?
I believe that they're going to do their best to suppress any kind of countermeasures naturally made by the people. We're going to be made to believe that, or the rest of the people who trust what the government says, they are going to be the ones that will have the stage. So we will seem like the outliers and the people who are the insurgents, and we're the danger to the country. This is the propaganda that's going to be made that will make it look like we are in the minority, but we're not. My state here, Florida, is the best state in the whole country right now.
Right.
Because of what because of how our governor has been behaving. I know the next state was supposed to be Texas, but a lot of the people from California who've been fleeing California are going into Texas, and a lot of the people who essentially are using the immigrants in a way to kind of saturate them, the areas, with that type of globalist thinking. Texas might be the ones most vulnerable because they're right there at that border. And when you have other countries like Russia and China and these other places, and they've just parked about 50 ships. Russia just parked 50 ships off of our California coast.
I didn't know that.
Of course. A lot of things that people are not being told about what's really going on in the world right now, and how we are on the brink, and what's really going down when it comes to the actual war being prosecuted. I don't remember. I know you remember, brother Black Dot, that I spoke on something back in the early 90s, late 80s, early 90s, called Silent Weapons for Quiet Wars.
Absolutely.
Being old school. And this was part of the stratagem, the tactical stratagem that incorporated Sun Tzu's Art of War in how to infiltrate a more powerful enemy and how to break them down from the inside. And this is exactly what has happened. Teams like BLM, organizations like BLM were created in order to stratify us and to act as if they were the mouthpiece for us, and they were not. They were funded by what I call the parasitic elite, and they did their job. They joined up with the far antis, and I did it backwards, if you understand what I'm saying.
Yes.
And these are the ones who were in Nazi Germany. And they're the ones that had the same flag, the same type of tactics, the whole 9 yards. You have to see that there is a prosecuting war going on our soil, but it's so benign, so well orchestrated, so stealthily done, that we don't recognize it as being under attack. We're being given sports, we're being given videos, we got our TikTok to escape into. They've given us all the distractions necessary for us not to know that we have a creeping sludge of I guess, totalitarian sludge and filth creeping up into our schools, into our churches. Definitely, and it's already in our government. The stink coming out of Washington is horrendous. These people actually can't even smell anymore. But to understand where we are at this point, my brothers and sisters who are listening out there, the time has come. If you do not take into consideration that your job is not really anything, do you know that over 5, I say it's going on 5 million, but it's about 2.3 million people have left the workplace right now.
I heard.
Yep.
Yeah, they are crippling our infrastructure. Next is going to be the trucks. Now I heard there was supposed to be a truck down where all of the people who don't want to deal with the MAN having dates with the man, if you understand what I'm saying.
Yes, sir.
They say that you may see a shutdown where all the trucks coming out of different places like California bringing food and so forth, they're going to clog up the entire highways. They just stop and stall and say we're stopped, we can't get past this, and just shut down everything in protest to these dates that they're forcing us to actually attend.
Yeah, and most cities only have 3 days worth of food on the shelves anyway.
That's exactly it. So we are looking at a protracted war, and how the weaponry is being used is what we're going to be discussing on the 30th. And bring your pads and pencils.
Okay, do you guys? Do you still hear an echo? Let us know. Phil, talk to me. Can you hear me?
Yeah, can hear you clearly.
Okay, cool. What I wanted to know was there seems to be a lot of people transitioning during this time. Is this transition not only the byproduct of what the government is doing, but when we speak about a new paradigm shift and everyone's not going to make it, is this a part of that process that we've been speaking about? And those who prepare themselves are the ones who are geared to make it.
Well, yes. See, back in the day when we were coming up, Black Dot, we were the fringe.
Can you hear us?
Yes, I can.
Oh boy.
Hello?
He just went out.
Hello?
Oh, you just went out for a second. Hold on. Speak again, Phil.
Okay, hello? Hello?
Oh boy.
I can hear you all.
He just went out.
Yeah, I don't think we can hear him. I think is in. No sound. Now it's better.
We can't hear him.
Yeah, we can't hear you, Phil. Dr. Phil, we can't hear you.
All right. We're going to come back in the after show.
Yes. That this experiment was a little wah. So give us to about maybe 10 o'clock.
Yeah, we'll come back.
We'll come back and we'll really let loose. And that'll give us a few minutes, Dr. Phil.
Yes.
To fix these problems so that the after show, and we'll have people call in.
Yeah.
So give me a thumbs up if you heard that, Dr. Phil. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Perfect. So thanks you again. And I'm going to put all the information up again. We'll put your Cash App. We'll put the Cash App up so people can know if they want to donate or just send a little something to the Cash App that we are good to go on that end, and we thank you again.
Yeah, and for the members, if you remember on Thursday, we promised that this would be the case.
Yes.
We promised that we would let you guys hear Phil live and direct in the membership.
And you'll be able to call in and ask questions.
Yes. So with that being said, guys, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. We're sorry for the technical difficulties.
Yep.
And we'll see you guys later. And for the podcast listeners, don't forget to leave us a rating
and
a comment. We appreciate you guys. And peace.
Peace.